welcome back to week 4 for Level Up. This week's theme is heroes, so community heroes or superheroes. That's what we're going to be talking about this week. So let's start up. Happy Monday. We're going to learn our words for the week. Our words this week are going to have a long vowel sound in them. So if you think about our long vowel sounds, those vowels say their names. So when we're looking at our words, they're going to have a magic E at the end of the word that is going to make the vowel in the word say its name. So our first word is take, and we're going to chant like a superhero. Ready? T-A-K-E, take. Okay, our next word has the long E sound, so it says E and it's capital. The word is Pete, like the name Pete. So P-E-T-E, Pete. Our next word has the long I in it. The magic E is making the I say I, so our word is line. Okay? L-I-N-E, line. The next one has a long O in it. The E is making the O say O, so our word is home. Ready? H-O-M-E, home. And our last word has a long U sound. The E is making the U say U, so our word is tube. Ready? T-U-B-E, tube. So we have take, Pete, line, home, and tube. All right, before we move on to reading our book, we'll do these super movement breaks. So first you can take 20 big jumps, count to 20. Then you can do 20 tiny jumps. Hop on your right foot 15 times. And then hop on your left foot 15 times. Alright, so today we're going to read the book. It is called A Visit to the Fire Station. Looks like this, so go ahead and get it out. I want you to think about before we start reading, have you ever been to a fire station? What do you think goes on at the fire station? We're going to read to find out. So we're going to make connections to the book just like we did last week. Remember that good readers make text-to-self connections. So we think about, what does this remind me of? I've seen this before. I know about this. So we're going to think about the book with things that we have seen or done in our lives. So we'll start reading. The fire station. A fire station is a fun place to visit. We're actually going to make a connection on our first page. So I want you to stop there and think, have you ever been to the fire station? If you have, did you have fun? Or if you've never been there, I want you to think of a fun place that you visited. So you can think about maybe you think the swimming pool is a fun place to visit, or if you've been to the zoo and you think that that's a fun place to visit. So you can make a connection to the book that you have visited someplace that you had a fun time. Okay, we'll keep reading and make some more connections. So go to the next page. Trucks and gear. Fire engines have flashing lights and loud horns. Fire engines and other trucks park in the bay. So you can tell that she's showing you that the horn is loud. Some fire trucks carry ladders. Ladders can reach the top of tall buildings. Firefighters wear coats, helmets, and boots. The heavy gear keeps them safe. So this is a little girl trying all the gear on. Around the fire station, dispatchers tell firefighters how to get to a fire quickly. Dispatchers listen to radios, look at maps, and answer calls. Firefighters learn in the training room. They hear and see how to use new safety equipment. So we'll stop on this page. I want you to think about how we connect to this page. So firefighters learn in the training room. That's what this book says. So where do you learn? And what are some new things that you learn about? So this told us that the firefighters learn how to use their new equipment safely. So you can think about where you learn, which would be the school. Right now it's kind of at home. and some things that you've learned lately. Maybe you've learned some new math, maybe you've become a better reader, learned some new sight words, so you can compare yourself to the firefighters' learning. Okay, we'll keep reading. Firefighters exercise in the dorm during the day. They rest in the beds at night. Firefighters cook meals in the kitchen. They eat together during breaks. Working together. People at the fire station work together to keep their community safe. So we'll stop on this page. It says they work together to keep the community safe. So I want you to make a connection to this page. Firefighters are working together to keep the community safe. What are some things that you have to do, maybe at home and work with other people, or at school when we work in groups with other people? What do you guys have to do to work together? How does that make you feel working with other people? Okay, so you can connect to the firefighters knowing that maybe you have to work on a project with other people in your class, or sometimes at home you might have to do the dishes with your brother and your sister. So that's working together with other people. And then the rest of the book is just the glossary and some questions and stuff. So we will talk later this week about text features in this book. So we'll move on. Okay, so for writing today, it's kind of a little bit different. They actually have a picture for us. So if you turn to page 47 in your green workbooks, the top picture is the one we're going to look at today. So we're going to write one sentence that goes with the pictures on this page. So your sentence might not be like mine, it might not be like anyone else's. You're going to use your imagination. What do you think is going on in this picture? So before we write our sentence, I want you to think about your three things that all good writers do. You need to use your capital letters, your spaces, and your punctuation. So go ahead and look at this first picture and think about what you think is going on in this picture. So if I was writing a sentence, I might say something like, the brain is playing on the beach with a beach ball. That's what I think is going on in the picture. So my sentence, start with a capital letter. The brain is playing on the beach with a beach ball. So I'm going to look back at my sentence and make sure I did everything I want to do. So I start with a capital T, okay? The brain is playing on the beach with a beach ball. I have spaces, but I think I forgot one thing actually. Oops, I forgot my period. So make sure that you put your punctuation at the end of your sentence and look back at it. If you think it looks good, then you're doing awesome. So you have 3 more. We're going to finish those this week, but today we're just looking at picture number 1. All right, the last thing for today is to make sure you're still watching those videos and you're using those books that they gave you and reading. And when you read, make sure to color in your tree so that you can keep track of how much you read. Bye, guys.